This is the future. Microsoft Surface Future. You know how you know that, Will? Because they put X in the name.
Huh.
Pro X. So, it's the thing in the Surface brand that most encompasses the Surface wishes, which is to transcend the laptop and instead merge laptop-like behavior with tablet-like behavior in a hybrid type of situation. That's how you get to the X. Well, the idea of the kickstand and the keyboard attachment. I have the keyboard attachment with slim pen. Look at that, Jack. Alcantara. You know you're having fun when you see the word Alcantara. All right, so we're looking at 1.7 pounds, so fairly lightweight. Other specs, 13-inch pixel sense display, 2880 by 1920 resolution, 3:2 aspect ratio. Of course, it's also multi-touch capable, 450 nits of brightness. You're a big nit guy.
Not bad. With
a solid state drive from 128 to 512 gigabytes. And they say you're gonna get 13 hours worth of battery life on here, which that's pretty impressive if it's true. The knife has vanished. That's all right. We don't need it. Woo! Ooh, very fresh. Okay. Okay. We're squarely in Surface land. Once you feel this rigid, the robust kickstand, this the most futuristic possibly, arguably so far. 2 USB Type-C connectors. I see some forward-facing speakers on the front. Hopefully Jack can pick that up right in there. Look at that. That's a welcome addition. I love speakers that are directing towards my ears. Your charge brick. What's cool about these power bricks, they give you an extra USB out. You can charge this up over the Type-C port. Of course, the dedicated charger has the advantage of being magnetic, so if someone trips over it, well, there's advantages. It pops out really easily. In fact, this one pops out easier than the Apple MagSafe used to. It goes parallel with your device instead of perpendicular. So it's kind of cool. There's some thought that went into it. So, of course, Type-C being incredibly convenient, it's nice to have the option. You have both choices. This is our signature keyboard with slim pen. They say fast and accurate typing for your Surface Pro X. Having used the iPad Pro extensively, as much as I think it's clever where the pen lives, but if you carry it around, the pen is super exposed. But this leaves the pen protected because the whole thing folds up on top of it, and then the pen lives in the housing. And really, when you're not using it, you don't need to think about it.
Also, when it's charging one side, when you flip it the other way, it automatically flips back.
See that? It jumped around. See that? I have to say, initial impressions here, I could totally get used to that. That doesn't bother me at all, the shape of it. It also has a clicky eraser section. Very satisfying. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll go ahead and just, wow. Oh, that's a strong magnet. Boom. Woo! The keyboard case strong enough to hold the entire thing. Alcantara? Alcantara? Of course, it's a Surface product. We kick the kickstand out and there we go. We're in business. If you're not using the pen and you want to keep it enclosed, this is real magical. Boom, more comfortable, plus the pen is protected. Then you pull the magic trick. Oh, that's right, my pen's there. And you reach in and grab it. I'd say that's a pretty nice little package going on there. And then it can be as flat as, well, it can be quite flat. It can be almost flat to the table. Yeah, like this, you see?
Yeah.
You're drawing like this. Okay, set up. Boot it up, check it out. Let me check the screen brightness. There we go, max brightness. There's your 450. The front-facing camera, the webcam, whatever you want to call it on here, is one of the best quality I've seen. We should talk about the processor a little bit real quick because it is a departure. It's a different thing from previous Surface products. It's actually an ARM chip in here. It is the first 3 gigahertz ARM processor on a PC. You do get LTE in here as well, so you pop a SIM card in here, always on connectivity. It is, by putting an ARM chip in here, it's kind of this final merging of the mobile space and the desktop space. Microsoft working very closely with partners that aren't Intel to design the chips for their mobile devices in the Surface family. AMD for the laptop and Qualcomm here for the X. Your pen works with Office. You can see highlighting, writing on top of documents. Microsoft still not shedding its origin story with the productivity. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Now if I close this, let's say, and I click it again, boom. Either a new one or my old one, got it. I can quickly grab some other colors. That's really useful for quick note taking. I think people are gonna like that, especially when you can trigger it from the button on the back. Now, does the button on the back work like an eraser? It also does. You like that, Will? The Quick Brown Fox. The Quick. Ooh, it's obviously not a dedicated laptop keyboard. You're gonna get a little more flex and bobble to the keyboard deck because of the nature of the construction and the lightweight aspect. Okay, how about these front-facing speakers?
Goes by the name Ren Zhangfei. Of course, we've talked about him many times. He has a unique way of speaking, referring to Huawei as a plane that needed repairs. I loved that thing.
Everybody around here was sort of nodding their head. That kind of meets the expectation. It's an area I was concerned, though. There's so many companies that have done this wrong, and it's like it's the last thing they pay attention to. You're gonna want to watch video on here. 1.7 pounds. You're gonna want to lean back and watch video on here.
The next story is a little different from this one.
It's a really high fidelity audio.
You know, I think it's good for professionals.
I could see there being some skepticism around moving towards the ARM chip and being at the forefront of whatever this collaboration is and this hybrid movement towards ARM for Windows. It's possible, unlikely but possible, you run into some apps, older apps, legacy apps that may not work within this architecture. I think they officially say 95% will. This to me is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It's a jack of all trades. You're still never sacrificing your operating system. You're never moving down to an exclusively mobile OS. You still have the comprehensiveness of Windows in your back pocket at all times if you happen to need it. Pretty portable overall package when you think about it at 1.7 pounds. You have the claimed 13 hours of battery life in there. You have the design aspect which keeps it all together in a package that sort of goes like that and looks like that. And then you can also unlock it with your face. Boom! There you go. I say X, sure why not? Surface Pro X, sure why not? And who knows? I don't know. I'm kind of into it. Well, maybe I'm using it. Maybe I'm really using it. Say, kick it around.
Why not?
Don't kick it around.